Thank you, Robert. This is the Paxton's 170th birthday in 2023 handicap hurdle. Paxton's, of course, regular sponsors of races and race days in these parts. And our thanks again going their way for their very kind and generous support here. And at number 8, Serious Ego under Sean Quinlan in dark blue with a white diamond, striped sleeves and a check cap, the colours of the Greystoke owners, is the first to head on down. Followed to post by number 9, Star Vantage under Jonathan Bewley in the colours of John Wade, the maroon with the white hoops on the sleeves and a maroon cap. 5 is Les's Legacy, Dylan Hurst on board in the colours of the Tweed Valley Racing and Susan Corbett, dark blue with yellow epaulets, stars on the sleeves and cap. 6 is Socks Off. Aaron Anderson rides in the colours of Cape Farming and Bloodstock Limited. The yellow with the purple hoop, striped sleeves and a star on the cap. 2 is Applaus. Joshua Thompson on board in pink with purple chevrons on the sleeves and a purple cap, Gemma Hogg's colours. And the starting point, as Robert was telling us, is diagonally across to our right, over near the entrance to the back straight. Back over the smaller obstacles here. And it looks a wide open race with Socks Off at 130 favourite. Les's Legacy, Moonlight Glory and Star Vantage all at 7-2. 5-1 Serious Ego and Applaus at 18-1 is the outsider. Already down at the start is number 7 Moonlight Glory. Tom Midgley on board in the colours of Ursa Major Racing, CW Racing and partner, the yellow and pink quarters with the diamonds on the sleeves and cap. So the non-runners here are numbers 1, 3 and 4, leaving us with a field of 6 to contest our 5th race of the day. It's the Paxton's 170th birthday in 2023 handicap hurdle. Post time for this race is in a little under 3 minutes at 4 o'clock. Runners and riders making their way down, and we wish you the very best of luck. Heading down to post then, and yeah, Moonlight Glory, she went down a little earlier than the other runners and would be one of several with a chance here. Moonlight Glory, trained by Mark Walford, and has run second on each of her last 2 race course outings. She's generally quite reliable, but then that applies to a few of them in this. Les's Legacy, who won a valuable race Go North finals day at Kelso. Dylan Hurst on board. Just wonder whether he's high enough in the weights. It looked that way last time out when he ran 4th, but he's got 2 wins to his name here at Hexham, so he couldn't be ruled out. And Socks Off is one of the market leaders as well. Moonlight Glory being supported now, the 16-5 favourite, although it is quite tight at the head of the market. Socks Off at 130, 7-2 Les's Legacy and Star Vantage. Serious Ego at 5-1 and Applaus at 20s. They're at the post. Yeah, you couldn't really pick a market leader as such here. There is Moonlight Glory in camera shot. Tom Midgley taking off the £5. There's Serious Ego in the dark blue and white colours, a 10-year-old, one of the older members of the party here. And Applaus for Mickey Hammond, Joshua Thompson on board, taking off 10, but an 11-year-old now, Applaus, who has just been a little bit in and out of late. Ran just a week ago and was well down the field, so needs to bounce back from that. Tell you what, the temperature has half risen here at Hexham. It is a pretty hot afternoon now. Very spring-like, summer-like even, and good to see. Very pleasant indeed. So shortly they'll be making their way out onto the course. We are getting to post time. We're at post time. Post time. Runners are now stepping out onto the course. Flags are up. Thank you, John. They're about to come forward. And they're away. They're off and running for the Paxton's 170th birthday in 2023 handicap hurdle race. And Applaus sets off in front, tracked by Moonlight Glory. Along the inside, she goes a little keenly with Les's Legacy for company. And wider out is Socks Off in the yellow and purple as they are on the approach to the first of 10 flights. And the last couple to land were Serious Ego, who's in dark blue and white, and Star Vantage as they now head down towards the second. And with ears pricked, it's Applaus. Comes to flight number 2 and jumps it well enough from the keenly going Moonlight Glory. She wants to go a bit faster than Tom Midgley is willing to allow at present. Then in third, Les's Legacy, winner of a valuable race up at Kelso a couple of outings ago. Running in fourth is Socks Off. Back over jumps today, Socks Off. And then comes Serious Ego. And the back marker by a further 2 lengths is Star Vantage as they continue their progress over in the back straight. Directly across from us now and into the little dip. And around about 6 to 7 lengths covering first to last. Applaus in front by a couple of lengths over Moonlight Glory, coming now to the third flight. Applaus jumping it in front of Moonlight Glory. All over safely, perhaps a little bit awkward at it in rear with Star Vantage. Just appear to lose a bit of ground on Serious Ego, but no great harm done. As they now turn left-handed and shortly will be beginning the uphill climb back towards the home straight. And it's Applaus, previous course winner, by a length or so to Moonlight Glory in second position in the yellow and pink quarters. The Battenberg Silks. And then in third, Les's Legacy, Dylan Hurst. Followed out wider by Socks Off. And then in rear, Serious Ego and Star Vantage. Coming now to flight number 4. This will be their last in a circuit. And Applaus that time was a little stuttery. There was a bad mistake from Serious Ego. And Serious Ego just losing a bit of ground. But all in all, only 5 lengths covering the 6 of them with a circuit left to travel, so tightly clustered together here. Applaus has set the pace throughout, but it's not been a strong one. Moonlight Glory, who from flagfall has wanted to go faster, she's now just a neck behind Applaus, with running in third Les's Legacy as they gallop away from her. Socks Off is a little wider out. Serious Ego and finally Star Vantage. Jonathan Bewley and George Bewley both looking for a double on the card with Star Vantage as they land over the next flight. Moonlight Glory and Applaus are the leading pair. Applaus will take the next flight with Moonlight Glory, and the leaders changed hands now as Moonlight Glory strides on. Was quicker across that hurdle than Applaus, but a fair old gallop before they reach their next flight. Les's Legacy along the inside of Socks Off, and then follows Serious Ego. And finally, Star Vantage as they head on up the hill and left-handed out towards the back straight. And about to move through their point of departure. So no great dramas really on the first circuit. Serious Ego made that mistake up in front of us. But other than that, it's been fairly sedate progress. And up front, Applaus in the pink colours on the outside of Moonlight Glory. Coming to the first in the back. Big jump there from Applaus. Moonlight Glory close up along the inside. With in behind them, Socks Off, Serious Ego, Les's Legacy, and Star Vantage. Over another. Socks Off has a small coming together that time with Les's Legacy. Les's Legacy coming off slightly the better as they now make the journey down the hill towards the second last flight, but still a good couple of furlongs to go before they reach that flight of hurdles, and the tempo about to rise and the race about to unfold. Applause from Moonlight Glory. Serious Ego on that one's tail. Les's Legacy in amongst runners travelling well. Socks off to the outside, and Star Vantage is also well in contention. They've all got a squeak going down towards the second last. They're going to be dashing shortly for the line. Applause by half a length only. Draws to 2 out jumped there by Moonlight Glory, who's gone on now. So Moonlight Glory ahead of Applause. Without wider Socks off. Serious Ego and also Les's Legacy a bang there, and a 2-length break back to Star Vantage, who can't be ruled out just yet as they now make the journey up the hill back towards home. And it is Moonlight Glory under Tom Midgley who's out in front. Applause now being ridden along. Serious Ego towards the inside is trying to get on terms, as are both Les's Legacy and Socks off, and a gap has developed back to Star Vantage. Heading towards the final flight of hurdles, it is Moonlight Glory. She went quite keenly in the early stages of the race. She's going home well, but will have to keep galloping. Here's the last. Over it in front there, Moonlight Glory. Les's Legacy giving chase with Serious Ego. Applause out wider into the closing stages. Driven out in front is Moonlight Glory as Les's Legacy tries to close, but it's Moonlight Glory who's got the advantage, and she's doing enough. It's Moonlight Glory who goes on to win, beating into second place Les's Legacy. Applause and Serious Ego with the next two, clear of Socks off and Star Vantage.